Hello, my name is Fitri Drotustania. Here I'm as the last speakers. I will explain about the tenor of discourse and mood of discourse. Okay, and the next material is tenor of discourse. In systemic functional linguistics, the term of tenor refer to the participant in a discourse, the relationship to each other and their purpose. Tenor of discourse describe the people that take a part in an event as well as their relationship and status. The tenor refer to the type of the rule interaction, the set of the relevant social relation, permanent and temporary among the participants involved. The tenor of discourse was focused on the rule relationship among the participants. And here there is the meta-language to write the context of the situation. It is like the material before. For the first, there is agentive or societal rules, such as doctor to patient, teacher to student, and etc. Second, there is power and status. Third, social distance, which have minimal and maximal. The social distance are the amount or nature of contact the participant may have, which rank from minimal or close friend to maximal or formal settings. And the fourth, there is appracial motive, which have positive and negative. And the next here, there is analysis from lexicogrammatical analysis to contextual description. There is tenor of discourse, which lexicogrammatical analysis. The interpersonal meaning have mood selection, person selection, and appracial motive. And there is a result contextual description. Tenor of discourse have agentive or societal rules that captains or coach of team or member, status equal, social distance minimal. And here there is a commentary. In the last paragraph, the address appeared to be the wider school community as well as team. The relative status also changed in the last paragraph from equal hierarchy. And the next is there is mood of discourse. The third part of the context of this situation is the mood of discourse. Mood refers to what the part the language is playing, what is that the participants are expecting the language to do for them in that situation, like the status that it has and its function in the context, including the channel. Is it spoken or written or some combination of the two? And the next, there is the meta language to write the context of the situation. Before I explain, I think I don't need to explain this more detail because it have explained by other presenter before, so I just take the conclusion of this. Okay, for the first, there is rule of language, which have ancillary or constitutive. Second, there is type of interaction, which have monologue and dialogue. And the third, there is medium, there is spoken and written. And the number four, there is channel that have graphic or phonic. Speech include phonic system and writing include graphic system. And the last, there is rhetorical thrust. And the next, here there is analysis from lexicogrammatical analysis to contextual description. Here mode of discourse, lexicogrammatical analysis, that textual meaning have thematic choice, close esteem, cohesion, and structural patterns that have result, mood discourse, rule of language which constitutive, type of interaction, monologues, medium is written, channel is graphic, rhetorical thrust is recon, then is inspirational. And there is a commentary. The rhetorical modes change in the last paragraph from a simple recon to something more inspirational. The cohesion analysis also showed that this paragraph different from the text of the text.